Alright guys, update video. Got for the most part everything plugged back in. Battery on the charger because the battery's dead. So going to attempt to give this thing its first fire, I guess, and see how it goes. I was having some problems with the cluster not lighting up, and apparently the headlight plug and the cluster plug are literally identical. They plug into one another. So I went over and I grabbed the back of the cluster, and it shocked me, like literally, like voltage shocked me. Not bad, but I mean enough that I was like, oh, what was that? And I was already digging into why the cluster wasn't turning on, so I unplugged it, and I just thought, you know, oh, that's weird. I kept kind of chasing things down a little bit, and I'm like, you know what, let me try to plug in a couple more things, and maybe something's not talking to something. I found the headlight plug, plugged that in. When I realized that it wouldn't reach to the cluster plug, wouldn't reach where the headlight plug was, I was like, oh, weird. Looked at them, they're the same. So anyways, bam, plugged them in, cluster lit up. So we're going to attempt to give this thing its first test fire, and hopefully everything goes good. I took my bypass switch, it's like the shutdown switch for when you're on the racetrack, and wired that together, so hopefully it will start. This never works the first time, so I guess we'll see. Power's on. Reach over there. Where is it? So, come on. All right. Shelby emblems up, so that's, you know, working. Cluster's now lit up. No crazy lights on the dash. Nothing too crazy. Obviously, there's all kinds of stuff here that needs hooked up, but I have all the basic functions hooked up, so I guess we'll give her a shot. Use two hands here. Awesome. Well, that's fortunate. I guess, you know, at the end of the day, you know, we took out a wiring harness and put a wiring harness back in, so it wasn't like there was anything like too crazy. You know, I mean, it should have worked. You know, a handful of things like airbags and blower motor stuff that isn't plugged in, but nothing that should matter too much. But you know, with the CAN bus situation, you never know like what talks to what. So, you know, steering column, cluster, the information center, all the stuff in the center console as far as like your shifter, plugged all that in, and then plugged the stuff into the computer on both ends, and then the BCM on the other side, and luckily it just fired back up. So now is the chance to determine, I guess, what to do as far as, you know, what we're going to put back in it, what we're going to leave out of it, and you know, move on from there. But at the very least, success. You know, literally just called Eric up at Midway Mustang yesterday and was like, hey man, need this wiring harness, and it was there this morning before I even got out of bed. So thanks for that, dude. You know, just a relationship that I'm so happy to have had over the years. You know, he saved me so many times, countless times, you know, but more times than any type of you know, money you're talking about can talk about. So appreciate that, and I'm gonna get working on putting this thing back together here over this weekend so we can make Homestead. I think March 1st is the plan, so, and then VIR March 15th. So work on continuing to get this done, and keep you guys updated.